Welcome back, my sweet friends. It is the best time of the month. It is TBR jar time. Guys, look how empty our TBR jar is getting. I need to refill this soon. Maybe we can do that together in a future video. But if you guys have any ideas for prompts, please leave them in the comments below. If you have anything fun or a little bit rogue, I would love to hear your ideas. Or maybe if there are some prompts that I've done before that you've really loved, let me know in the comments below because I want your ideas and that way we can refill the TBR jar together. Today I feel like doing something slightly different. So I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on our usual monthly TBR video. We've been doing this for a really long time. I think this might be the 2-year anniversary of us doing this every single month because I think I started using the TBR jar in November 2022, I want to say. I feel like it was November. I'm really just working off the top of my head right now, so I could be wrong with that. But I think it's been around 2 years now. And whilst I still literally love doing this so much, I did want to switch it up just a little bit this month. So I'm going to be picking out a prompt like I normally do, and then I'm going to find 2 books, hopefully, that fit that prompt. And then I'm going to post a photo of those 2 books on my Instagram story, and I'm going to let you guys vote for the winner. So I'm going to film the first half of this video now and then come back in a couple of hours and then tell you guys which books have actually made it onto my TBR. So we're still using the TBR jar, but I'm also kind of getting you guys to help out a little bit too. So hopefully you enjoy that. I just wanted to switch things up a tiny bit. Also, this is the emptiest I've seen my TBR cart in such a long time. We have like almost half a layer empty. I've tried to put a big focus on reading my physical TBR lately and also a focus on not buying many books recently, and we're finally seeing some progress and it's just really satisfying. But anyway, I need to stop yapping and start TBR jar picking, you know? First prompt. Random number generator picks. This is one of my favorite prompts. Sometimes if I really like a prompt, I'll put it in there multiple times. So you guys have definitely seen that one before. But let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 22, 23, 24, 34, 35. So I'm gonna do the random number generator twice. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 35.
That would be 25.
1, 2, 3, 89, 24, 25. Okay, so we have the obsession, and then we'll see what else we get. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 34.
The answer is 16.
1, 2, 3, 15, 16. Okay, so we have AD 33. Is that the right one, or is this one first? So this one is the first book in the series, so I'll add this one. So these are the 2 that you guys will be choosing between. This one is a YA thriller, I think about a stalker, and this one is a Christian fiction book. And I think it's like a historical fiction type of vibe. We'll see what you guys vote for. Oh, do I make you guys blindly pick? That could be fun. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that because then it's a bit of a surprise. And I'm also gonna do a correlating emoji. What emoji correlates with stalker? Maybe I just do a knife. Like, I don't know if there's actually a knife involved, but... Okay, this one says, a tribe that can read the stars. Do I do a star, maybe? Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, first one is going live. First prompt, done. Time for our second prompt. We have a reread. Okay. What do I want to reread? I have a few books that I really want to reread by the end of the year. I would like to do Happy Place. I would like to do Magnolia Parks. I've been really craving doing an Infernal Devices reread. I might make this one of the options, Clockwork Angel, which is the first book in the Infernal Devices. I love this series so much. And it's been a while since I read this. And maybe we'll do Happy Place as well. Very different books, but we'll see what you guys choose. I wonder if you'll be able to guess what these are based on, like the story that I post. I feel like the pink on Happy Place is so iconic. Like, surely you guys will be able to guess which book this is. I am having way too much fun with this. Like, it's just so fun to me. For Happy Place, I'm gonna do a heartbreak because it's about a breakup. Or maybe actually I'm gonna do the heart with the bandages on it. And then for Clockwork Angel, I'll just do the angel emoji. I feel like you guys are gonna pick the Happy Place one, but we'll see. I honestly would be happy with either of those options though. Moving on to prompt number 3, a book with a purple cover. Okay, how many? Okay, we actually do have a few. Okay, we have Taming 7. We have Enchanted to Meet You. Is this one? Oh, I thought this one was purple, but it's just got a purple spine. Is this one blue or purple? I would say that's, I would say it's more blue. I do have this one, which is like a beautiful lilac kind of color, but this is like a Christmas one, so I want to save that for December. Oh, The Fiancé Dilemma. We could do this, or we could do The Enemy, but I think I need to read, well, I want to read The Match first, because they're set in the same world. I might go these 2. We'll do Taming 7 and Enchanted to Meet You. I know some of you are going to be so sad if this is not the one that wins, but it's up to you guys. You gotta vote for it. I wonder if you guys are gonna guess that this is Taming 7, just based on the color. It's kind of giving more blue now that I'm really looking at it. Yeah, it's kind of giving blue, but Oh well. Okay, maybe I do a rugby ball for this. If you guys don't guess this, I'm gonna be shocked. And then for Enchanted to Meet You, I don't know like anything about what this is actually about. Oh, it's about witches. No way. Oh, why do I kind of want to read it? This was sent to me by a bestie, so I don't really know anything about it. Maybe I'll do a witch hat. Does that exist? There's like a little witch emoji. That's kind of funny. Third one, posted. We are up to our fourth prompt. New release. Okay, what is considered like new? Like, is it a month old? Is it a few months old? Is it like a week old? Like the ones up the top here, most of these are new releases that have been sent to me by publishers. So they're either not released yet or they have been released in the past like month or so. So maybe, okay, this is like a new-ish release. And I say new-ish because it's not actually that new, but it has just been traditionally published very recently. This is a book that I've been really, really wanting to read, and I would consider it a new release because it just got released into like bookstores in Australia, like the non-indie version. And then as for the other one, this is so hard to choose. I think I'm gonna do actually this one, which is Immortal Dark. I got sent the arc of this one and I didn't get around to reading it before it actually got released, but it is released now, so you guys can read this. But I've heard a lot of people talking about this and it sounds really interesting. I think it's about vampires, and I originally heard Carrie Can Read talk about her thoughts on it and it got me so interested, so I'm really intrigued by this one. And it's also like dark academia vibes, so let's see what you guys choose. I don't actually have any idea what Spark of the Everflame is about. I've just heard a lot of people talk about it and say that it's a really good series and they like couldn't put it down, and I'm excited. I downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited actually like months ago. I don't know why, but like never read it. I don't even know if it's on Kindle Unlimited anymore because they often take books off Kindle Unlimited when they get traditionally published. I'm gonna do blood, like the red drop of blood for Immortal Dark, and for Spark of the Everflame, maybe like the sparkle emoji. That feels right. Well, these are giving like opposites vibes. I don't know which one I want to win out of these two either. I really want to read both of them. Okay, and posted. We have 2 more prompts left before I take a break and then come back and see what you guys have chosen. 5th prompt is a book set in a made-up place. I am very happy about this one. So we can kind of pick whichever fantasy book we want. I'm gonna pick Skyward because I want to read this by the end of the year. This is Brando Sando, the first book in a YA sci-fi series, which sounds fascinating to me. So that one would be fantastic. And I've also started reading a new fantasy series, which I don't have like the physical copy of the second book, but I did buy it on my Kindle. So I think I'm just going to include this one in here as an option because I really would love to read this book. But that book is called Raylia. I don't actually know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's the second book in the Medoran Chronicles by Lynette Noni. I read the first book in October and really enjoyed it, and I would really like to read the second book. Well, again, I don't really mind which one out of these two that you guys vote for, because I would be personally happy with either of them. I'm actually really liking how this TBR is shaping up. I don't even know like which ones you guys are going to choose, but even like out of all the options that I've picked, I think I'm really excited about literally all of the things, like all of the books that I've made as options. I'm getting like worse and worse at covering these books, like it's just getting messier and messier. Skyward, I'm going to do like a spaceship because it's a sci-fi book and that just makes sense to me. And as for Raylia, it's set at a magical school. Maybe if there's like the wand, maybe I'll do the wand. Wait, is there a wand? Yes. They don't use wands, but because it's set at a magical school, it kind of reminds me of Harry Potter a little bit, so it feels like it fits. They don't use wands, but it's magic. Prompt number 6. Let's see what we have. Start a new series. I could do Lightlark. I think I want to wait until the 3rd book is out. I don't think it's out yet. I could be wrong. If I can read the whole series at once, I think I'd prefer to do that, if I like it at least. So I might wait with that one. Most of these are not series, to be honest. I think Threads That Bind is the start of a new series. I have no idea about these ones because they're new releases, so I haven't like looked into any of them. The only one I honestly think I can do that would like make sense for me right now is Threads That Bind, I want to say. Wait, that means there's no second option. Maybe I'll do The Match because I think The Match and The Enemy by Sarah Adams are both set in the same world. I could be wrong with that, but I think I might do that. If I'm wrong, I don't really care. And Threads That Bind, I only know that this is a series because I've seen the second book in stores. So I don't really know anything about the actual book. And this is also on my end of year TBR. So this would be great if I could get to this. This has been on my TBR for a long time. So you know you've had it for a while when you like got it when it first released and then the second book is already out. So yeah, I'll put those two, I think. Okay, emojis for this one. I think for Threads That Bind, I might do a needle and thread just because it's called Threads That Bind, and so that makes sense to me. And then for the match, it has like a girl walking a dog on the front cover, and there's this emoji that is a dog being walked on a leash, and it fits so perfectly, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I've put up all of our polls now, so I'm gonna leave it for a couple of hours for you guys to vote on which one you want to win, and obviously whichever book out of each pair has the most votes, that will go onto my monthly TBR. So I'm gonna come back in a few hours and we'll go through all of the results. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm back. It's been a few hours. Yes, I did have to change my shirt because I was making lunch and I got curry sauce all down the front of my top. So that's in the wash now. Love that for me. But anyway, let's have a look at the results from the polls. I haven't looked at these at all, and we're just gonna take whatever the winners are right now, and those are the books that are gonna be on my TBR. So let's see what you guys voted for. I'm going to tell you my guesses before I tell you the results, just because I think that could be fun, and we'll see if I'm right. So our first poll was between The Obsession and AD30. My guess is that The Obsession has more votes because I use the knife emoji and I feel like people are going to be intrigued, but let's have a look. Oh, yeah. 56% to The Obsession, 44% to AD30. So the first book on our TBR is The Obsession. We can put this guy back down here. Our next pair of books are two very different books. We have Happy Place and Clockwork Angel. My guess is that people are going to be able to guess that this is Happy Place. I don't think people will guess that this is Clockwork Angel. I could be wrong, but I think people are going to vote for Happy Place, and it's also pink, and I just feel like people are going to vote for the pink book because this one's just like grey, and I know the vibes of the girlies, but I could be wrong, so let's see. Yep. Yep. 58% to Happy Place, 42% to Clockwork Angel. I was happy with either one of those, so I'm not mad. Our next pairing is Taming 7 versus Enchanted to Meet You. I would be shocked if Taming 7 doesn't win because I feel like you guys are going to guess what this is. I used the rugby ball emoji for this one and the witch emoji for this one. Again, I could be wrong. I just think the Boys of Tommen fan base, they're hardcore. So depending on how many of you guys are Boys of Tommen fans, I think that's what will sway this, but let's see. Oh! I was wrong! Some of you are going to be so upset with that, but 56% of votes went to Enchanted to Meet You, which I am really excited about. I would have been happy with either of these options as well, but I am shocked by that. Let me know in the comments below if you guessed what any of these books were based on the emoji. I'm so intrigued. Again, I would still love to get to Taming 7 this month, but we'll see. The next two books we had competing are Spark of the Everflame and Immortal Dark. I'm thinking, based on the emojis, that Immortal Dark might win. I feel like people might be more intrigued by the little blood drop emoji compared to the sparkle emoji, but this is one that I'm not super sure on. I feel like I could see it going either way, so let's see. So far, they've all been pretty close. So none of them have been a landslide win. Okay! The winner is Spark of the Everflame with 53%. Immortal Dark got 47%. So I am, again, very happy with this. I'm really excited to read this. Spark of the Everflame is the first book in a slow burn. I freaking love slow burn. Enemies to Lovers epic fantasy series. That sounds absolutely incredible. It says, in a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the descended, blah blah blah, backstory stuff. Ooh, she sees an opportunity to enter the dark world of descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, enigmatic heir watching her every move, love it, and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war. Okay, this sounds really good. I'm excited. It sounds like fun world building. There's political intrigue, family dynamics, enemies to lovers, and slow burn. Sounds good to me. The next two books you guys were choosing between is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson and then also Raylia by Lynette Noni, which I don't have a physical copy of, like I mentioned. I think this is one where I can't quite tell what I think will win. I've gotten 2 right and 2 wrong so far. I'm gonna guess Raylia has won because I feel like you guys might vote for magic over sci-fi. I feel like the emojis are pretty self-explanatory, like sci-fi versus something magical, and I feel like you guys might vote for something magical over sci-fi. I feel like a lot of you are probably more fantasy lovers than sci-fi lovers, but again, I don't know. Let's see. Wow, okay, this is like the biggest difference in votes we've had so far, and I was right. Raelia won with 67% of votes, and Skyward only had 33% of votes. I wonder if any of you guys will be annoyed, because I've had so many people in my comment section be like, please read Skyward soon, so you guys are going to be upset. I'm so sorry. But I'm very excited to read Raelia. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm probably not. And these are the last two books we have. We have The Match and Threads That Bind, and I just feel like a dog emoji is probably going to win almost every time. I don't know why, but that's the vibes I'm getting from you guys. So I'd be shocked if this one wins. I really think The Match will win, but again, I've been wrong before, so we'll see. Yep, The Match got 61% of votes. Threads That Bind had 39%. So that means The Match is the last book on our TBR for November. So here are the books that I'm hopefully going to be reading in November. I'm pretty happy with this TBR. This was actually a really fun way to do it. Let me know if you'd like to see this again in the future, or if you'd like me to switch it up with other little twists. Obviously, I don't have the physical copy of Raelia, but if you include that, we have a thriller, 2 contemporary romances. I think Enchanted to Meet You is almost like a magical realism slash a little bit of fantasy. Like, what would you call it? Just like a witchy kind of romance, I think. And then we have 2 like proper fantasy books. So I'm very happy with this. We've also got a reread in here, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to annotate Happy Place, because I annotated Beach Read when I reread that a couple months ago and loved my reread experience. So I'd love to do that again. But yeah, I'm so excited. I would say I've been pretty successful with my TBRs the past couple of months. Definitely not perfect, but I've been really trying to focus on reading them. So hopefully I'll have a really successful reading month in November as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and thank you guys for voting if you did vote over on my Instagram. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.